are. No
There you go.
shit.
Got it.
Okay, cool.
See?
Okay. So who are you?
Yeah. Me? All right, here, I'll just drop a quick intro, bro.
Yeah, you
Like we're doing a YouTube video, yeah. And then we'll edit it. What's going on, everybody? Back with another YouTube video, a little different style today. Got my man Scott Papetti. He's originally from the same area I am, Niagara Falls, but he's out there in Alberta killing shit. And we're going to be talking about what he is getting into. So Scott, tell us what's up, man.
Tony, just hanging out nowadays. I'm pretty much just doing my coding. I've built myself this algorithm, and that's all I do now. I run a financial programming company, as you know.
Yep.
We make cool trading indicators and algorithms to scan the financial markets, and then we also have a nice community of people. So that's what I'm up to now. And
Yeah, man.
I've been experiencing insane growth in my brand and company. That's
Awesome. Yeah, I can tell, man. You're doing really well. Scott's the owner and founder of Soldi Financial Group, and he basically built a sweet algorithm for trading. And I've
Tony? Tony?
oh, we're good. Never mind. Yeah, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
Am I able to swear on this video?
Yeah, dude, I don't really care.
I don't keep it PC at all, as you know, in my comment section.
Yeah, I don't care, bro. So.
I threw professionalism out the window when I started my socials. Yeah, dude, did you see Sheeb today?
No.
Well, on the day, last 48 hours, it ran up 60%. Like if you're talking all week, it's up 74%. That's from February 3rd.
That's insane. Yeah, somebody I know actually thinking about it now. They post I seen them post a video about it, but I didn't really look into it. I know crypto in general right now made a nice move.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking short on Bitcoin, but got annihilated on that. I went against my algorithm too.
Really?
Yeah, because dude, look at this. It says go long on this buy daily candle. Then I was trying to short this order block right here.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to short this, thinking that it's gonna head down, wipe this liquidity. But yeah, no, what completely went against my algorithm and missed out on some 6% returns. But you know, I do leverage stuff, so, and I mean, even on the smaller time frames, like 23%, another 12%. So I was just being a dummy.
Well, good to show you that the algorithm knows what's up, man.
I know, and the funny thing is, I built it, so it's like
Yeah.
just going against my creation.
Yeah, why are you going against your own product? What the hell, Scott?
Oh man, but yo, okay. This new update. So we've been playing around with some different calculations. Originally, let me turn this on. Originally, we were using this noise filtering moving average. Essentially just tries to filter the noise of the trend, and if all conditions are met when this thing flips, we get in. Found it to be ineffective to my liking. As you know, I seek to perfect these things, and so I've been playing around. I went and I was like, oh, let's try the MTI, the Momentum Trend Index, the indicator I built specifically. So it's the reverse plot of the 50 RSI level. And I was like, oh, that takes into account bullish, bearish momentum. Like that's an actual true measure of momentum. And as long as it oscillates, it should give us like some good flips. Found it to be somewhat effective, not to, again, the liking of what I wanted. So I went and I actually sourced a different one. And now this is the current version that I'm testing. And the accuracy of this thing, dude. Like, let me show you Bitcoin. Like if you're a long-term Bitcoin trader, like call in tops to short the market, call in bottoms. If you're going on the daily, I mean, July 27th, 2020. And we can even zoom in on that buy purchase. Sub 10K.
Wow.
And then just parabolic, dude. Try shorting the top here a few times with somewhat success, but then, dude, like to go from sub 10K to do a 600% return, essentially holding this thing for 6 months before the next signal, and it was to short, and you kind of get chopped out there, but then to hold it for another almost a full year in a long position before you can short again, and then it ends up dumping 40-50% on you.
Yeah.
And then just pick up another long, then it just calls this, like, and then again.
Okay, so pretty much, I know it calls when to make a buy or sell, but does it tell you when to get out of the trade, or is that up to you?
That's up to you. I'm actually working on some things now. This is old code. But yeah, I'm working on some things now that are actually going to tell you where to set your risk management. Like, as you know, I do futures trading. So where to set your stop loss. So if you're getting into a trade and it's like, say this here, it'll tell you to set your stop loss here. First take profit, second. Then I'm working on some things to actually let you customize, like if you go this far into profit to set a break even, and if it goes this far to start the trail and stop loss. Like things you can do with code are crazy. I'm just slowly chipping away at it.
Right. Yeah, it's
And
been a work in progress for you, but it's already working. Now it's just making the tweaks and stuff, right?
yeah, like we officially released Sive 1.0, and I mean it's had great success, and it shows you volatility. Like it right here shows you a low volatility area, and when you see these, you can expect expansion, and then you get a signal right after, and then sure enough, if you have low volatility, you expect high to follow, which means movement in the market. And then right after that, I mean, you get 42% drop over the next 68 days, which is really, really good. Like if you're looking at futures and stuff like that.
So for our listeners here who are mainly into real estate, what's futures? Explain that a little bit. What's trading futures?
A futures contract is essentially a bet on the market of if futures price is going to go up or down. Traditionally, people likely hear about options first, which is essentially the same thing, but a little different contract structure. Okay. But you're essentially gambling on the price of the future. And traditional trading through registered brokers in North America and Europe will typically give you an expiration date, meaning that you're betting on future price in, let's say, 3 months, like a quarterly futures contract. Okay. So 3 months from the day that you get into the position, it will expire either in the money or out of the money, paying you a premium. Where I do things a little differently with perpetual futures in crypto, and then also currency futures on
Mhm.
Forex. So
Yep.
where I'm able to control when I get in and out from my premiums with a set defined risk, versus kind of like letting a fixed risk go either expired or non-expired, or expired in or out of the money. So essentially, futures contract is like, hey, I think this is going to be the top of the market. Let's try to trade it. Or I think this is a good spot to buy. Price will continue to rise.
For a decent period of time, not like 1 hour, 2 hours.
Yeah. So traditional futures, it will be a set duration, like quarterly futures contract.
Yep.
Whereas like what I do is I get to kind of control my expiration by manually entering and closing.
Okay, awesome. Cool, man. Yeah, so what was I gonna say? Basically, how are people that are using this? I see that they're getting success, right?
Yeah.
Like in your
Yeah.
Discord, I'm seeing people are doing pretty well.
Yeah, we get quite a few people doing some good numbers. I mean,
Look at
I
that,
try to
90%,
stimulate
almost
them.
7%. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we get a lot of good reviews, good feedback. I mean, I've gotten only positive feedback since releasing. Here's the testimonies.
Awesome.
I don't even know where this stuff is in my own Discord.
Yeah, your Discord, it's awesome, man. You have so many different channels.
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do still.
Yep.
Here it is, testimonies. So I mean, people posted videos of it being spot on. So I've killed it in NAS 100 today, first trade.
Wow.
Lots of good stuff going on. And I mean, considering we launched end of November publicly,
Yep.
went on a really nice marketing spree in December, and then December, January was kind of just like time off, hang out with the family, kind of unwind from the crazy year. Because I mean, this program itself has been 3 years in the making, and the
Yeah.
finishing touches have been at least over 12 months.
Mhm.
So it's been
Yeah,
a
man.
good ride.
Yeah, I remember when I first was getting into trade, like I don't really do much trading at the moment. Just honestly, just because I've been focusing on real estate and NFTs and shit. But dude, when I first started like learning about investing and stuff, I remember you messaging me saying like, I've been working on this automated bot and all this stuff, and here we are now, man. It's done, it's working, it's making people money, it's making new money. Here we go. Give a little clap to Scott.
Boy. Yeah, boy.
That's sick,
Yeah,
man.
man. It's been tough because like
Mhm.
you get this idea in your head, and I mean, computers and code only read A plus B equals C. Like,
Right.
and if the conditions don't meet to what you see visually, and the data doesn't actually equal A plus B equals C, then like it's such a headache. Like last night I spent 4 or 5 hours like working on some update stuff, get through 2 hours of this latest update, and then compile error. And I'm sitting there sifting through the code, and it was one letter that I forgot to add, which just threw off calculations through the whole system. So
That's crazy, man.
and I mean, as we sit right now, it's around 1,000 lines of code, which are very efficiently done. I need to do some efficiency updates, but 1,000 lines of code to sift through manually to try to find an error that it doesn't tell you where. You just know that it's calculated wrong. So it's has its
Man.
ups and downs.
That's okay, bro. It's still like it's running. That's the main thing. It's running. It's doing well. Just make the tweaks, because I know I can only imagine coding's got to be really, really tough. But man, in a year from now, we'll have you coding NFTs, bro. We'll have our own project.
Well, as I told you off the record, I will go on the record and say that there is some ideas in the making, and I mean potential coins in the making with dividend yields. So I mean,
That's awesome.
we got some cool stuff coming up for 2022 for Soldi and
That's sick, man.
surrounding community. And it
Awesome.
all gets rooted back into the foundations of what Soldi is doing things differently from a math standpoint. You know,
Right.
I don't like messing around with things that aren't rooted in math.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
which
So,
all of this is.
yeah, exactly. And just for, the people listening, I know this can sound like a lot and it can be a lot to take in. Basically, Scott has created a system that if you follow it and, pay attention to it, you don't even have to really do the trading or technical analysis. You just wait for his algorithm to say, hey, make this buy. And then you make a buy and decide when you get out, or make this sell and you take a sell and you decide when to get out. So basically all the technical analysis is already done for you from the way Scott has coded this algorithm, essentially, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're looking at gold right now, and back in 2018, around my birthday, it started calling some buys, some shorts, some more buys. I mean, that was the beginning of the whole uptick in gold.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it didn't really do too well during COVID, but
Yeah, it took
considering,
it at the beginning, I think in March, just like everything else, right?
yeah, like if we zoom down to a lower time frame, like I've actually never looked at this on gold. When was it that COVID happened? 2019?
Well, I think 2019, but I remember everything took a huge hit, like all the markets in 2020 March or May. I think March
Was it
2020.
2020?
Yeah, that's when everything came down, like the stock market, gold came down, and then it exploded.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, we calls the short right before for a 4% drop, calls the long for a 3% rise. Let's see how refined we can get this. Because, I mean, like I said, I haven't even looked at this, but I know it did. Top of the market right before the crash. Is that good enough for you? So, I mean, yeah, math has its place in the markets. There's no denying that. I'm trying to go full Jim Simmons on you. So yeah, I mean, top of the market, and then I know it did call this stuff. Yeah, a few tops of the markets here. So yeah, I mean, oh no, that's not even COVID. That's just recently. That's just Joe Biden right there.
yeah.
And again, Joe Biden. Let's see.
You know what, though? I'm gonna give the US dollar credit, man. It's been doing pretty well lately. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Actually, wait, yeah. Yes, it has.
It's been doing really well.
And yeah, there we go. Few tops of the markets selling right before the crash. So I don't know. I feel very confident in my system. Buying the bottom of the market. I'm looking at this for the first time because I haven't looked at this stuff since I rolled out the update like last week. So I mean, full crash buys the bottom of the market.
Pretty good.
Buys the bottom of the market, Tony.
I know. It's crazy how it calls the tops and bottoms, man.
Yeah, well, hey, here, look. Calls the dollar strength since it started trending back in June.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, you can see each one of these signals is followed with expansions. So that's what SIVE is. The bot algorithm is called SIVE. So it stands for Systematic Institutional Volatility Expansion.
Okay.
Systematic institutional volatility. So essentially, we got a system that reads institutional volatility expansions. I'm not good with naming stuff, so
yeah, whatever. That's good, man.
I originally had it named Metatrend because I wanted it to go beyond the conventional trend following system, but I was like, I might get into a lawsuit with MetaTrader.
Yeah, that's true.
let's not even head down that avenue.
No, no, stay far away from that. So man, how does somebody add this to their trading view chart? Do you just type it in the indicators, or
Yeah,
how do they
so
get a hold of it?
we're listed on Trade and View. It is an invite only script. So
Yep.
if you do go head to my page, you will see we have posted a few things, and we have a few free indicators, but this is our flagship kind of main indicator. How you get access is directly through the community. Whoop. Just wanted to clear that, sorry. How you get access is directly through the community, and you
And
just come
that's
over to the community board and you read the get access. And you just
awesome.
post
And
the trade.
how can people get access to your Discord? You got like Instagram or Facebook, TikTok?
I'm mostly on I'm mostly on TikTok right now, and then I am also on Facebook personally and on business. And then how do I get back to these damn charts? I'm I really need to do my content and social strategies because
That's fine, man. It's all a process.
yeah.
People can just type your Soldi Financial on Discord, right?
I don't know, to be honest. We'll have all the links. We'll have all the links
Yeah,
when we
we'll
post
put the
this
links
up.
in the description of this video. Yeah.
Thanks for outing me right now, Tony. For
Hey,
me
man.
not
Well,
being
now we know.
properly out there.
Now everyone's gonna know where to get it, man. That's all.
I mean, we've grown a lot due to word of mouth and through Facebook and TikTok. We've
Yeah.
had some content almost reach 1 million views. So
Awesome.
that was an overnight thing.
That's
It went
awesome.
from 1,500 views to around 150,000 views overnight, 24 hours.
Sweet.
And then it just kept climbing and climbing and climbing.
Awesome.
But did I ever tell you about the controversy I was just in with the other TikTok traders?
I can't remember. I know. Well, haters gonna hate, bro. And I know you were telling me about some of these people, but what about these other traders?
So a while back, I reached out to these guys, Elite Algo. I won't even be discreet about this because it just really got me.
Trade call them,
Elite
though,
Algo.
bro.
And
Elite
I
Algo.
approached them. I approached them wanting to work with them, and like from a one-to-one coder to coder perspective, I was like, hey boys, like check out my custom work. This is what I was doing. Like I think it has a place for you guys. Let's work. No message. Turns out literally like 48, 72 hours later, they come out with their newest update. And they called
yeah,
it,
now I'm starting to remember. Yeah.
and they called it their trend scalper. And I keep tabs on my competitors, but I don't fully keep in their discords. And what it is it's super trend. So they're claiming this as their own. So it's super trend by this guy with this being set to 7. Boom, lines up perfectly. And then they used my custom momentum trend index, which I mean, it's the reverse 50 plot of the RSI. So I mean, it's not private information, but at least like tell me you're going to use my stuff, man.
Yeah.
And then they set it to 5913. So what this did is it gives you a ribbon effect of momentum for trends. And then along with the super trend, which is kind of like a volatility based trend indicator, they're like, oh, whenever this flips, this is our newest update, take the trades. And it's like, man, you're going to claim my work as your own without even giving your boy credit?
Yeah.
So I got a little upset and I released this for free just out of spite. Because nobody's going to take my work and not credit me.
That's so funny, man.
I took their work and then released it for free. And they charge like $60 for this.
They do?
Yeah, they do. For 2 indicators that you can get completely for free.
Oh, you guys want to take my idea, mix it a little, and charge money? Well, I'm gonna make it for free.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
awesome.
That's with the bull, you get the horns.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So let's flip this script into a Tony interview instead of a Soldi interview. How have you been approaching the markets, real estate and financial?
Yeah, man, we can start off with real estate because it's kind of my main focus right now. Wholesaling like crazy, bro. Fuck. It's awesome. What's going on? Well, I had a deal that was supposed to close on Friday and
Okay.
it didn't close. The seller didn't show to the table. It's been a real headache. If you really want me to go back, I'm helping a friend who sent this out, okay?
Yeah.
And her partner is the one who has it under contract with the seller. Her partner is being real shitty at communicating and getting the seller to do everything. And my buyer is, I found a buyer in like 6 hours and they wouldn't give me the paperwork to even assign it. So I knew right there, like, what the hell are these people doing? Anyway, we assigned it and I was trying to get my buyer in. And then, yeah, man, like the wholesaler who had it locked down, I never talked to him because I've just been dealing with my friend who's his partner.
Yeah.
And my buyer eventually said, you got to call this guy because he's not letting us in. So I had to call this guy, tell him what the hell, bro, like get us in no matter what it takes, all this stuff. Didn't get in. First of all, the house is half renovated and the agreement was that the seller was going to leave all the tools, all the material, whatever, okay, left behind.
Yeah.
Bro, we get a call from the neighbor that this guy's taking all the shit out of the house. So my buyer's like, dude, what the hell's going on? We have to figure this out. And the seller and the wholesaler, they weren't even, dude, the wholesaler wasn't even showing up to the Zoom calls to figure out what's going on. So I was pretty upset about that. And then Friday was supposed to close. Seller didn't show up to the table. I literally got a text about a half hour ago. And man, my partner, like my friend, she texts me and says, hey, the seller showed up to the table. I think we're going to get this done today. So it's been a headache, but I think it's going to be done at the end of the day. I wrote it off, man. I'm like, okay, like this one's over. I'm not getting my fee, like whatever. It's done, on to the next. But it's just a hustle, man. I was just trying to help out my partner really. And or my friend, whatever. But yeah, it's all good. And then I assigned another deal in Hamilton. It's kind of taking it took like a week to negotiate because this market's pretty hot, right? And I'm trying to make conditional offers on properties. And these sellers are like, no, I don't want to give you the time because I might miss out on a higher offer. So
Oh my God.
yeah, it's kind of a pain. So I told them, all right, I sent my buyer directly to the seller and I had like a written agreement saying, if you sell it or if you buy it, you got to give me X amount of money, whatever. And I don't know, man, it took like a week because the neighbor got involved and he wanted to buy the house. So my seller said, no, I'm buying, or my buyer said, no, I'm buying the house. I'll give you even more money. And they got into like a small bidding war. Freaking crazy, man. That's the whole point of not putting it on the market. And yeah, we end up getting it. And then I just was dealing with another property. Bro, 3 units for 150K. That's unheard of.
What's the catch?
No,
Is there dead bodies in there like that you got to remove yourself?
No. It's just renovated or it's just in shitty condition, but it's got a steel roof. And yeah, man, it's in the middle of nowhere. I think the town has like 5,000 people. Like it's tiny.
Where is this? Where can I find this?
Look it up, bro. Blind River.
Vine River?
Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere. Blind. I don't know if that's a V. I can't tell. Yeah, blind. Like I can't see. Blind.
Blind River.
Yeah, it's out there.
Show off my screen a little. What the heck is this?
In between Sault Ste. Marie and Sudbury.
Oh, dude, what? How did you? What the? You're down here.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Did you go make a
No,
trip out here for that?
no, dude. I haven't been to any house that I signed this year or the last part of last year. I haven't even seen in person. Everything's from home. Everything's from right here, man.
That's so funny.
Right in this area. That's it.
Blind River.
Dude, it's like 5,000 people out there. But my buddy is investing in Sault Ste. Marie. I said, oh, I got something close enough, bro. And he bought it.
Sault Ste. Marie's down where?
It's to the right a little bit. And then
Suburban.
it's to the left.
Ah. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't been in Ontario in so long.
It's out there, man.
So get this. Speaking of bidding wars and how crazy the market is, my father-in-law, he was selling a place out in Cochrane. So just outside Calgary, like 20, 30 minutes outside. But on the ad, he had 15,000 viewers coming from the Toronto area, like the GTA.
Oh, man.
15,000 people actively looking and placing like offers on it.
Dude,
From
people
Toronto.
here are looking to expand hard. I see so many investors looking at Calgary, to be honest. Calgary, Saskatchewan, Alberta in general. Probably just prices, to be honest.
I mean, Calgary prices to me are just ridiculous right now. But Calgary itself, dude, is such a big area now. Like they just sold the last piece of land. Can I mark this up? They just sold the last piece of land of Chestmere that connects it directly to Calgary.
Oh,
So the
nice.
city limit ends right here. And they're developing this whole area as neighborhoods all along here. And they already started development across this Costco. And then they're going to expand it this way. And what Chestmere's already done is they've developed this whole area. Then they're starting on this area. And then this is already sold to be developed. So Chestmere is already now part of Calgary. And then how do I clear this?
That's sweet, man. It's a good area too. It's right by a Costco. So
yeah. How do I clear all this? Oh, clear all drawings.
I didn't even know you can draw on the map like that, dude.
I just learned.
Yeah.
And Airdrie. Airdrie is the next one. So what Calgary's doing, again, this is why it's getting so hot for Calgary, is they've just started developing all through here. Sage Hill. Yeah,
that's
that's
nice.
correct.
Expanding.
And then they've started developing all through here. They developed here already. They built some new bridges along here.
Nice.
And then the next place to get developed is here, through here. And then they're already developing down here. So, I mean, before you know it, 20, 30 years, this is all going to be connected.
Oh, for sure. How are the neighborhoods next to it?
Next to it?
Like how are the previous neighborhoods? Like kind of connecting to these area. Yeah, exactly.
Evanston, Sage Hill, such nice communities. I mean, we got a lake going in.
Because, bro, you know what I'm thinking? If there's some like
new lakes going like right here.
That's funny. They're gonna build a lake, eh?
Oh, dude, look at this. They are.
Oh, yeah.
This is all Calgary's about, building lakes.
Yeah, I think you showed me once. It was a massive lake. I'm like, how? What do you mean they just built it, bro? They just dug down and filled it up with water.
They do it. They're just like, I think a lake would be great right here. 2 man-made, more man-made. Where's the stupid one? Mahogany. This like super upper class, like European style living. Auburn Bay, huge lake. And then, I mean, this is obviously natural. Then you got the Bow River. And they even got some lakes up here in the north. I mean, they just pop lakes wherever, dude. And then
that's insane. I find that hilarious.
The craziest one is Harmony.
I think that's the one you showed me.
Dude, I believe the stat is like the largest man-made lake in North America that's being built. It's the final lake to be fed off the bow. But this thing is already this size. Then they're gonna have this walkway through here and like a businesses going out onto this lake. And then they're like developing all of this too. And then they got this Rory Mickelson golf club that went up. Like it's crazy there, man. 3-story homes, like lakeside living, 3-story. Yeah, which is unheard of in Calgary. Like you don't see that unless you're going through like the rich areas. And even still, they got 3-story homes with an upper suite on a developed garage, then like walkways going in between. Their motto there is if you can't do it in Harmony, you can't do it anywhere else.
That's
so
crazy.
I mean, that's
it's gonna be expensive. Man, going back to the like new developing areas, if you can invest in those neighboring areas now or get some deals wholesale, like in wholesale them or just whatever, man, that's gonna be great down the road.
Oh, 100%.
Well, that's gonna bring a lot of value, especially because it's new builds, right?
Can I pull up the Calgary LRT lines? So essentially, what's happening right now too is we got Calgary Transit running through like this, and then also down south. And then they're
Is this
looking
a sales pitch for money partners or something, bro? Because this is going well.
Just wait.
I see what you're doing.
I'm going to convince you to start buying property in Calgary. So what's happening is they're talking about getting a new LRT line to run up here called the Green Line. It's like the latest one that they're talking about. And then side note, CP also just sold or like partnered with the Calgary Transit to have a train line run from downtown to Banff.
Wow.
So downtown to Banff transit along the CP trail lines, which is then going to connect either Harmony with these neighboring areas or allow expansion into Cochrane with LRT. Because I personally know so many people who live in Cochrane who transit to like downtown, which is like a 45-minute drive. But now get this. So these original neighborhoods along this train line have exploded in value. Just, this is the money hub. Like the university, children's hospital is all popping down here.
And how are houses there? Are they older, need renovation, like a mix, new build?
It's like older, quaint style living, bungalow. A lot of them are getting redone, but the price for them is just, for a new buyer to come in, is just unreasonable. Like a 60s style home. Actually, let's just drop a pin. I'm going to show you the peach deal. Ironically, freshly renovated home.
Yeah,
for sale.
I know, that's hilarious.
But yeah,
that looks nice too.
This is the style of homes that you're getting in this area.
Yeah, man.
But I
know
mean, they're going for
Calgary for investing. Well, they're putting their money out there.
They're going for like 600,000-700,000 homes like this.
It's pretty much like here, man.
Which I think is just ridiculous.
Yeah, me too.
And where I think is going to be the next area that's going to be popping off, that's going to see major renovations, is unfortunately the lower income areas that aren't so nice down here, which are going for good amounts for wholesaling and renovations. But this is neighboring this super nice man-made lake community, and that's all going to get developed on too. So the development effect is just naturally going to trickle into here.
Oh yeah, man.
And then they redid this whole area to be like super updated, like, so that's essentially going to be the next play for like explosion in housing in the next, that's going to be like 40 years probably. But if you get something in Chesmere in this new neighboring area, or super south Airdrie, super north Calgary, I mean, that's really going to be the play heading into, what are we going to be going into, like 2030, 2040?
Yeah.
But that's a non-real estate guy's perspective.
Yeah. Good point. But man, it's seriously, but hey man, it sounds like it's good, right? Especially that last neighborhood you just showed me. It's kind of lower income. The houses aren't as great. And then they're gonna build a new neighborhood next to it. Obviously the prices are gonna go up, like that's just yeah. I'm not whatever it's called, the CMCH or whatever I don't even know, man. It's like the real estate, whatever. I don't even know, bro, either.
Sorry, I'm just responding to a text. Unprofessional.
That's fine. Yeah. I know lots of people are looking to move their money pretty much out of Ontario and into other places like Calgary, the States. Look at this guy right here. He says it's good. He's carrying a garbage bag or something, but he says it's all right.
This bag of empties. Hey, I never said this neighborhood was good. I just said it might help increase value.
Oh, I will. That's so funny. 100% a bag of empties.
Oh, well, like, do you guys have the empties program out there?
I wouldn't know, to be honest. I wouldn't know.
So we pay deposits on our bottles, but you'll see these people going around collecting them.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they'll come bring them in. But dude, I met this one person, him and his wife did it, and like very middle class people, and they will go around all year doing this, and they end up paying for their plane trip by the end of the year. They make like $2,000 a year just off collecting bottles. Like they're retired and they just go around the neighborhoods checking garbage cans and stuff like that. But yeah, this is going to be the play. I mean, you're already seeing some development hit here, but
turn that around again, quick. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
looks like a good house, bro, to put an offer in on. I sent you the purchase and sale agreement for Alberta, bro.
Did you?
Yeah, it's on my Discord. Yeah, that house right there. Look at that. Perfect. Look at that. It looks like it needs some work. The roof kind of looks like it might be steel. I can't tell. It's got a tree tipping over.
Snowfall.
Oh, dude, there's like what's that? Like, oh no, it's just snow. The door or the basement windows blocked in. Hey man.
Oh yeah, if you want homes like this with boarded up windows, oh man, you are in the right area. Just head off 17th here and just place this marker anywhere.
Duly noted.
Calgary live past here are gonna be like, hey, show my home.
Oh, whatever. They're not gonna be watching my video. If they are, then we're doing good, bro.
Hey.
Sick car.
Dude, you run into the funniest stuff in this area.
Dude, this is Scott. You need to send mail to this neighborhood, bro, or something. This looks like a good neighborhood for investing in wholesaling.
I mean, you got the papered up window,
Is
the van
sale by owner right there.
You want to pull the number?
For rent. No, it's okay. But even if there is a for rent sign, bro, like that, you can take their number and just ask, are you willing to sell? It looks like there's a lot next door.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, you gotta start putting in some mailers out there.
Oh yeah, dude. When I was doing furnace and duct cleaning, this was the neighborhood that one of our guys had a shotgun pulled on him. Showed up to the wrong house, knocked on the door, but he answered with the shotgun. He's like, I wasn't expecting you. It's like, sorry. Wrong.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
Oh, here we go. The Tony special. If windows are boarded up, he's putting an offer in.
Yeah, dude, bro. Write down that address and we're gonna try and get the owner's number.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay.
Write it down secretly later so no one takes it from us.
Okay. Hey, don't look at the streets.
It doesn't matter. We'll make a move first.
Yeah, actually, let's actually take this down. How do we contact them?
Honestly, for anyone listening too, when you see a property like that on Google Maps or you're driving around, two ways is to put a note in their mailbox, or if it's vacant like that, you can look up their phone number on white pages. And honestly, it's 50-50. Sometimes the number works, sometimes the number doesn't work. So, but it's better than nothing. That's kind of all we have access to here in Canada. We can't really pull up these lists like in the States, like who owes their taxes, who owes their mortgages, absentee owner list. Like that's bread and butter. That's awesome for the States. Here, just go on white pages, type in the address, and just give it a shot. That's basically it. It might be different in Calgary, but I don't think so, man. The privacy laws here are probably all the same.
Now, is this the same lot?
It looks like this guy's got a huge corner lot. Yeah.
Because like, there's the fence line over there. Added some personal expansions there.
Yeah, that looks like an extension to the house. Yo, you guys have basements out there? That might, I'm just,
No, we don't. It's
See?
just one house, one floor.
Just like in Florida,
I'm
bro.
I'm kidding.
No, you do? Because the house didn't really look like it had one.
No, these are all like bungalow style splits.
All right, fair enough. Because, bro, I didn't know, man, but a lot of, probably Canada has all basements, but a lot of places don't even have basements.
That's weird to me.
Like Texas and Florida and shit.
Texas, really?
Yeah, and also, man, I gotta get someone fact check me on this, but I heard that, and I think it's Texas. I think my cousin told me this. That's what I mean. I think so. Don't quote me on this, but dude, I swear that they don't use barbecues and they use the boiler in their oven, which is the fucking drawer we all keep our pots and pans in the bottom of the oven. It could be.
No. What would they use it for? Barbecuing?
To cook, bro. You can cook in that thing. It's called the boiler. And there's a boiler, like with an R at the BR, boiler. And apparently there's a button on the stove, bro, and you cook down there. But my cousin could have said they don't have basements, to be honest. So it was a while ago. I can't remember.
No, they can't.
Look it up, bro. Google it right now. Let's check this.
Google. What do we even Google?
Do people in Texas
cook?
Can you cook in the broiler? Like BROILER. It's the bottom. The oven floor provides. What does that say? I can't read it. Yeah, dude, it's the hottest. You put your vegetables in there, bro. Caramelize them.
I think they're talking about like the actual bottom of the oven, like
that drawer you pull out, bro, right? And then we all have our pots in there.
That can't be true, Tony. I refuse to believe that's true. This part down here that you're talking about, that they don't even have.
Yeah, that part that they don't even have. Yeah, exactly.
What is the bottom drawer under your oven?
Yeah. Look at that one, man.
But it was actually designed to broil food. No way. Dude, what?
That's what I'm saying, man. They don't have they don't have basements, and they use the oven basement though. Yeah, dude. Crazy, right? Mind blowing.
Where do they put their pots and pans?
Fuck, bro. They must have lots of cupboards or something over there.
Apparently.
Yeah. Mine might be empty, dude, to be honest. I don't know. I can't remember. It's hella dirty though, dude. I want to cook in there.
But it was actually designed to broil food or keep it warm after cooking. I call cap on that, dude. This has to be satire.
Nah, dude, you know what? I think dude. That's what I'm saying. Because there's a button on your oven. It says broiler.
Yeah, I thought that just turns on.
I thought it cooked it extra hot. Yeah, I thought it cooked it extra hot, dude. That's what I thought. until either my cousin told me or some bullshit.
Because, dude, when I turn on my broiler, that means the smoke alarm's going off.
Yeah, it gets hot. And bro, like the fucking, you know what I thought, man? Because I've done it at my mom's a bunch of times when I lived there. I put the boiler on, and she keeps all the pots in there, bro. None of the handles melted. You know what I
Says,
mean?
check the oven's manual.
I love how we went from Forex to real estate to ovens.
This is the all over show.
Yeah,
Welcome back to the all over show where we
basically.
don't have a plan.
Hey man, I bet we could do it. We could probably hop on here on once a week and just start talking, and it'd be great. People would love it.
Honestly, try not to get canceled.
Yeah. That's something I gotta watch out. No, I'm just kidding.
Why, you got some old content we can dig up?
Oh, dude. Sometimes
Tony's
I
being edgy.
see my Facebook memories, bro, and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking, dude?
Oh my
What was I
God.
thinking when I was like 14? But that's the
I got
thing.
one
you're like,
today
"Oh,
that I
what do
deleted.
You know?
Dude, I think the real play is just moving straight overseas.
I'm thinking down south, man.
Down south. Nah, I'm trying to get away from the Americas.
Puerto Rico, bro. It's America, but not America.
Puerto
My
Rico.
buddy's there right now. He's loving it, dude. I can tell. He hasn't told me, but I can tell. Cuba, dude, it's no good because they're what this country wants to be honest. You have to line up at the store, take a freaking number. Doctors make the same as McDonald's workers. Blah 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 blah.
Puerto Rico.
One burger patty in a pack, dude. There's no 6-pack like over here. You know that? You gotta buy one patty at a time. They come in little like candy bar wrappers.
It's just uneconomical.
Yeah, and there's only 4 brands in the whole grocery store because they're all, they're all ins with the commies. And bro, my dad's friend married a Cuban. Her brother-in-law's dad or something like this is the president, dude, of Cuba. And my dad said he was over there. And the government's like looking in at their house, bro, because the government watches everybody. There's police on every single corner, and there's like a wall in front of the house. And the police were like, you got to take that down because we have to keep an eye on you guys.
That's so funny.
It's
I
crazy.
don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this, but you know what? Dude breached information to me, and I'm going to breach it to you. So I did this house down in South Calgary, and it was me and my brother, me and Neil. And this is back when we were doing furnace duct cleaning, and buddy just chatting us up, and he was doing some sort of business acquisition, but it got into this huge lawsuit where they found that this person was laundering money, I believe.
Yeah.
But it was through the Chinese government.
Oh my
And
God.
essentially this dude I thought he was paranoid, but I was like, made a joke about him having cameras on his house, like the only guy to. And he's like, oh no, that's for a purpose. I was like, yeah, got a extra security. He's like, no, like I had some Chinese army people stalking me. I was like, oh God, here it is. You always hit one crazy in the day. Then he starts telling this story of how like it was the largest like money laundering, like racketeering thing in Canada that's about to hit the news, this and that. And I was like, bro. He's like, yeah, there was a white van parked out, unmarked. Always seen these guys. Turns out they were the army generals. And I was like,
Oh
I don't know how true this story is.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
Either way, yeah. Either way, man, that's some crazy stuff to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. What's
Where we
the
taking
next move, Scott? What's the next
that?
move?
The next
What's your
move,
next move, bro? Yep.
getting Soldi into the NFT space as well as the crypto space.
That's awesome, man.
$1 bill for everybody.
Just keep building that community, bro. And eventually once you build your own community, you start an NFT community, most of the people are going to probably shift into the NFT one. And it's good because it's already built off of a good community. And that's the biggest thing with NFTs I find is having a huge, or not huge, just a quality community surrounding it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, well, like I don't know, the NFT idea is unique in itself. I haven't seen anybody do it. And without speaking too much on it, it's very unique in its sense. And what I've learned about NFTs is it could be an interesting economic system.
Yeah, man. You
Um,
can,
uh,
because you can have utility to it, and you could also incorporate it. Like if you own this NFT, you get free access to the algorithm or whatever, right?
yeah, but then I'm like, if the floor rises to a value of like, I don't know, 10K, that's just absurd to me for somebody having access via 10K.
That's true.
But
That's
that's where I'm like, the utility and
that
like
makes sense.
economic gain from it could potentially offset that and then use that for something else. But the one thing um, is the economic return of it. Because I mean, obviously, you know about SafeMoon and you've talked about it before. Um, but personally, I think SafeMoon dropped the ball. They started off great, but with the update and everything like that, I think they just completely missed the mark on what they were doing and completely flipped script halfway through. But now, coming from a financial perspective, nobody wants to hold a token and trade it with the large sum of tax on it.
Yeah.
Yes, it gets redistributed, but to what extent is that going to perpetuate the system? And where does the utility of that override the constant taxing? And yeah, you hold it, you get more because people transact with it. Then, okay, let's take that even further to, let's say, layer 2 of everyday use. You get POS, point of sale systems going, and you start getting transactions and businesses accepting it. Okay, well, now you got to pay federal tax, state tax, or provincial tax on top of whatever other subjected taxes there are. And then you also got to pay for transaction fees, which I forget what are on SafeMoon, but if it's not a low cost, high speed transaction, then it's kind of irrelevant to modern day use. But let's say there's zero transaction fee, which I think there is like a 1%. But then you get a 1% tax now, or 2%, or whatever they switched it to. Now you're in this unknown sum of transacting in a digital space with physical tax and digital tax. Yes, you still get economic incentive for it, but again, how far is that going to last till the novelty of it runs out? I mean, you can't look it up on TradingView. It's not listed here because you know why? No big exchange has taken it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I
Yeah,
mean, the
dude,
utility
to
for
get
it
safe
isn't there.
moon, bro, you gotta basically gotta jump through hoops. You gotta buy on like one exchange, set up an account on another exchange, and send your money to that exchange, and then convert it from whatever coin you have to
Oh
fucking
yeah,
safe moon. It's just too much. It's just too much. And by the time by the time you're done converting it back and forth, you got to make a lot of money, or else
yeah,
it's
and
not even.
exactly. And for I mean, for me, I would say trader, a market guy. For me to want to trade it and actively hold it and stuff like that, I mean, there's no economic incentive for me there because each trade is going to get taxed, and then each like you're essentially you got to meet a certain threshold of profit on top of the slippage, on top of the exchange fees, on top of the bid and ask. And then now you have another hurdle of, oh, well, I have to make X amount of profit for this to even break even. So that's where I'm like, it's not going to gain that much traction than it already has.
Right.
And what I'm looking at with Soldi is something that can replace the tokenomics of these BSC tokens, the Binance Smart Chain tokens, that huge hype. Like it was kind of like back in 2018's bull run when you kept on seeing ICO after ICO pop up, where it
What's
was
an
like
ICO?
an ICO is essentially the equivalent of a stocks IPO. So for crypto, you have initial coin offerings, and these initial coin offerings, they essentially release X amount of tokens to be publicly sold at a pre-sale. And like all these projects were coming out in 2017 that promised the world this and that. And that's what you've seen recently with the Binance Smart Chain. Tons of people were coming up with these tokenomic charity ideas. We'll tax every trade at 10% and 5% goes to this charity wallet, which we do charity efforts with. I mean, a lot of them have done good. I am a personal holder of Happy Token, which weekly or bi-weekly contributes to mental health initiatives and different charities. They do it live on their stream. The first donation was like 50K. So it was like super cool to see.
That is awesome.
Even if it doesn't go past that, I mean, I'm cool with just holding that. But
Yeah.
again, all these tokens just popped out of nowhere because of SafeMoon. They kind of started this trend of this no-name transaction tax tokens. And I think that completely misses the mark of what crypto stands for and what it should be. Because in a sense, you're replacing, you're hurdling tax, you're hurdling the financial gain of institutional bodies using it. And then you're also streamlining it to peer-to-peer. And if you're going to rely on a centralized party to distribute funds or to redistribute those funds, which they don't do anymore, they've now built that into the code where you should gain on every transaction. But again, all of these have missed the mark on what a token should look like in that space, where it should just be autonomous, run decentralized. If there's an economic incentive, it should be an internet protocol that automatically just does things for you. And you shouldn't have to pay fees in these taxes. Like, yeah, there should be an incentive system outside of the transaction. Because then, like I said, where's the liquidity going to come from 5 years from now when the buzz of it has fallen? I mean, even in 1 year from now, people aren't going to be talking about SafeMoon.
No,
We'll need to do some major marketing.
Nah, dude, you know if they're going to be talking about crypto-wise? Fucking gaming coins. That's
Gaming coins?
Yeah, gaming coins are going to be on the uprise. Hey, everyone listening, none of this is financial advice. We're just talking about what we do and what we invest in, just so you know. But yeah, man, gaming coins I think are going to be huge in the future, and just gaming crypto in general. Yeah, and right, because we're starting to see people come into like this Decentraland sandbox, right? People want to get into the metaverse. And one of the ways to get into the metaverse actually is to own a few gaming coins, like Sandbox or Meta for I think it's called Meta for Decentraland. And you know, big people are starting to jump in on it. Like, I don't know if you know, bro, but Snoop Dogg does shows, and Justin Bieber, they do shows on Sandbox, which is a fucking video game.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. And like, dude, Snoop Dogg and Steve Aoki are like neighbors in the metaverse or something like that. And yeah, man, like I think people are really going to be shifting into the gaming world, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Hey, speaking of gaming coins on the rise, Mana Decentraland.
Yeah, Mana. Yeah, that's
got a
it.
buy signal. Let's check Sand.
And
also,
dude, they're all coming up, man. There's a couple other that look like they're good. Like, I don't know, man. If you want to learn about gaming token and gaming coins and stuff like this, go watch Alex Becker, the biggest degen in the world. But he'll tell you to go talk to your grandma about fucking Bitcoin and, you know, shit like this. But definitely he's good. He talks a lot about it. Yeah, Sand. dude, Engine's coming up, Phantom, Axie Infinity. These are all gaming coins.
Engine.
And they're all just following the trend of Bitcoin right now, right? They're all going up. So, and if you're going to be, I don't know, I'm learning about gaming a lot right now, like gaming coins. Personally, I only got into one, and it's none of these that we mentioned. And I'm just I'm just testing the waters. Like I think Bitcoin's going to start coming back up. And usually after Bitcoin and Ethereum make their run, 2 weeks later, essentially the gaming coins start making their run. So I got a little like small bag of gaming cryptos, and I don't really plan to hold them. Just plan to make some money off them. But Sand and Mana, they're probably, I would say, half holdable coins. You know, like you could hold some for the future because I think they're definitely on the come up within the next 5 years. But I would still be taking profits if I were investing in those.
Oh yeah. Yeah, always take your profits. And
Yeah, that's something that I'm trying to get better at too. Is it's great to hold the bag in diamond hand, but take profit along the way. You know, it doesn't have to be your entire investment. Maybe just leave. Let's say you have $100 into a coin and it doubles. We'll take 50 out. You know, I mean, leave 50
oh,
in and just kind of do that.
yeah, you always want to
Wow, look at that
scale
coin.
out into a stable coin. I believe USDC is
Dude, one guy that I
USDC.
watch, his name is the Bitcoin Express. Go check him out on YouTube. I haven't watched his video yet, but he was talking about investing into stable coins, and they give you like 19% dividends.
Yield farming, yeah.
Yeah, yield farming. And also recently I've been staking Solana. It's basically just gaining interest. You just
Yeah.
lock it up on the network and you gain interest. And it's kind of like I was thinking about doing it for Polkadot as well, but you got to find moderators and all this stuff. But one of the wallets I have, you literally just go in and hit stake for Solana, and I think it's like 5% interest you gain, 5 to 6%, which was
Dude.
pretty fucking good. No bank's gonna do that.
Oh yeah. Dude, the DeFi movement on crypto right now is just absurd. I mean, recently, what was it? Time or Snow or whatever just got like a huge scandal with that. But man, BTT. Wait, is this real? Are you shitting me right now? Is it this low right now?
What?
No, dude, don't pull my chain.
Everybody buy. No, just kidding. Don't do that.
I mean, that's what I'm about to say. No, okay. BitTorrent. Why is it so low on Bit? Okay, no. It's just that one. Maybe I need to new BitTorrent new. What's with that? I don't know. Good, but don't mind this. BitTorrent is a major play. If you are rooted in decentralization, and I mean, I think everybody might know what BitTorrent is, or like torrenting in itself. But BitTorrent was the like peer-to-peer platform to like publicly share files and movies and all that stuff. Got bought up by Tron, I think back in 2019, whenever this token got released. Yeah, back in 2018 or 19, they moved it to a completely decentralized system where it's not run by the original BitTorrent people. It's like its own internet protocol, but you can now do file sharing and torrenting off the BitTorrent network with related things like uTorrent and like I believe Vuzi and stuff like that. But it's such a major play, dude, because if you think about just the connectiveness of what crypto is doing, and then the decentralized factor, then on top of a legacy thing like BitTorrent, I personally think this price here is such a good price to be buying in at. I mean, we bought quite a bag back at 0003. That was an absurd run that we had.
Yeah.
It was like a 2000% gain. Only like one or two of my friends listened to my advice on that. 3,000%. Do I think it's going to hit that again?
1,000%.
Yeah, I got a 3,600% return on BitTorrent when we invested. But I easily think this could be a long-term 2025, like next halvening is what, 2024?
Yeah.
So, I mean, by 2025, this could easily be in the single penny, double penny area, like a penny crypto. Definitely could be hitting $1. I mean, the availability and usability and scalability is all there, and it's been proven. I mean, this was a thing before, I believe almost before crypto was a thing. Let's see.
Really?
Let's see. Let's see, when did it get created? Yeah, but you can now earn by, oh, they created a new token? What the heck's that? You can now earn by downloading and sharing your files on uTorrent. You can literally earn for just having your computer run, and they're bringing other utility things to it. Yeah, 2001. So this was around before Bitcoin was even accepted.
Yeah, it's been around long.
2001, first available release. Then on. Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, dude, I think this is a major investment opportunity.
That's
because it's all
awesome.
file sharing and peer-to-peer based. And I mean, if you think about things like, I mean, see a token or see a coin, it's a, oh, dude, why did nobody listen to me? I gave my friends this whole list of like these cryptos that I think are just gonna go nuts. And again,
Man.
I gave it around November.
Yeah.
And see a token was one of them. A
token.
decentralized cloud-based.
It literally said "see ya" right there, eh?
Well, dude, think of the iCloud. Now think of that in a encrypted, decentralized nature. That's what see a token is, or see a coin.
Oh, interesting.
So I mean, so many things are going to be moving to this kind of protocol of decentralization and autonomy. I mean, have you heard about the DAOs that are going on?
Yeah, so I don't know what kind of DAOs you're talking about, but in NFTs, lots of projects do DAOs, and essentially, like X% will go to the DAO from all the sales, and the founders will use that money to invest back into the project, and also owners of the NFT have voting rights.
Yeah, decentralized autonomous organizations. That's fucking this crazy idea, and it could potentially replace like what an LLC is, which is insane. You can just create a token, and that's your freaking whole company.
Bro, dude, look this up. I don't know if you can. I don't know what the price is right now. It's on. You're gonna have to Google it or go on OpenSea. But it's called Irene Dow. It's literally this Asian girl. She took a bunch of photos, dude, and sold this. There it is. And sold this NFT, dude. I think it went up to like 5 ETH, and it was just a picture of a girl. And then this is it. And then I think it crashed after simp. See, bro, she got all the simps, bro, stole all their money.
That's hilarious. You know what that reminds me of? Squid token.
Yeah, it's the same shit as Squid token. Yeah.
Dude, you know what's funny? After I seen that crash, I was like, oh man, I kind of want to buy some now.
Oh my God. Good thing you didn't though, dude. Because who knows where it's too small cap, in my opinion, to do anything.
Yeah. But let's see if we can still pull this up. Because I think actually after it made some impressive gains. Because I believe the community was like, no, we're going to take this over. Let's see. Squid.
Man, with micro caps, you got to be careful. But there's so much money to be made in them.
Yeah. Oh my God. Look at that. What the hell, man? Okay,
Holy shit. Look at that
let's get
spike.
past this. So it normalizes the chart. Yeah, I was thinking about buying back here. Like the news came out on it of it crashing, and I seen it was like a penny, and I was like, oh bro, let's get in. That would have been impressive to do,
Yo, where do
man.
you trade things like this? Like this is for example, I'm trying to find an exchange where I could, buy these gaming cryptos and not send it to my hard wallet because I'm planning to, or like my electronic wallet, whatever. I just want to keep it in the I'm losing what's it
Hot
called,
wallet,
man? Huh?
like your hot wallet, like your
Not even
immediate.
like let's say you buy on like CoinSmart or Coinbase, okay? Well, I think Coinbase might have a lot of gaming cryptos actually, but I don't want to be like sending it back and forth because I'm just trying to find out where you can buy these the most simple, and then you can sell it after you make gains. Because by the time you send it to your wallet and exchange it, blah blah blah, you're losing money.
Damn, apparently the developer was found dead a few days ago. Jesus.
Played the Squid Game, bro, and lost.
That's bad. That's that's bad. But no, to find what you're like this, you just go to the crypto or whatever, and then come over to here to market. Then it tells you all the markets it's listed on, the
Oh,
depth of the books. Like, still doesn't have great liquidity. 166,000 in liquidity on Gate.io, which is an actual exchange versus like Pancake Swap.
yeah, fair enough.
Dinosaur eggs.
All right, man, let's start to wrap this up. I gotta feed the dog soon, and
Yeah.
and people, I don't even know if people are still listening. This has been a long one.
Well, I don't know, dude. Some people will be.
Oh yeah, 100%. The troopers, the real fans, the real supporters, they're still sticking with it. They're still listening, and thank you for that. All right, see you later, everybody. End of video. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, let's get some price predictions here. Where you see Bitcoin and by the end of the year? What do you think we're doing? Are we breaking this high? Are we heading down?
Okay, so after seeing this recent like big up move, this could be uh this could be a fake. This could be a big move up to get more people to buy in, and then they could continue to dump. That's possible. Or we start basically on my chart, I have all the liquidity voids coming down and they've all been full. Okay. Now I have all the liquidity voids and fair value gaps for the up, and I think we could hit that. I think, and also it's hard to call, bro, but I know we'll see 100K Bitcoin at some point, dude. It might be in a year, it might be in 5, but I know we're gonna see that at some point. I just think crypto is gonna be big in the next few years, man. To be honest, especially with more uses of it, like NFTs and shit like this. What do you think?
Well, I think what's going to happen is I'm just looking at the liquidations here. 8.6 million in Bitcoin was liquidated in the last 24 hours.
Wow.
Largest was a $3.38 million position. That was probably a short alongside mine. Liquidation rates for shorts have been taken over. But what I think is happening is I think we are building buy-side liquidity to completely wipe out. I think the whole bull run and everything is just done. I don't see us moving any higher. Although I'm going to listen to my algorithm this time. Not going to go against it. But yeah, so what I think is going to happen. Remove drawings and
I can see it consolidate in between this high and this low. I can't mark it out, but I can see it consolidating. Like if it doesn't break this current high that it's currently testing, I could see it consolidating in between, yes, there and the high for a little bit, and then it could go down, it could go up. To be honest, it's hard, dude. Like it's hard to really call.
Yeah, I really don't see it getting past this premium. Oh, where am I don't see it getting past this premium, honestly, which is
In
51.
what, within the next year, next 5 years? What are you saying?
Well, in the next year, really, I think
Yeah.
this is going to be the last pump that we're going to be seeing. Not a lot of people are going to agree with me, but I don't really care.
Well, no, that's good, man. It's honestly
I
good
will
because
let the math decide.
yeah, no, it's good. That's what I mean, man. Like I would like to see it obviously come up more and continue to extend. I think it's 5-10 years, no matter what, like it's gonna be up from where it is today. But in
100%.
the next year or so, I could see it really like the two lines you have lined out right now, like not all three, but the two where it's touching that one premium and that low. I could see it consolidating in there within the next year, and unless we and if we see some big news come up, like I don't know, man, look at inflation and look how crazy everything is going. If we go into like recession later this year, which I hope we don't, just for the sake of our everyone's well-being, then everything's gonna skyrocket again. I was listening to my boy Peter Schiff today, who talks bad about Bitcoin. He thinks this is a fake out and it's gonna go completely down from here. But dude, if you look across the markets, a lot of things are popping right now. All these overinflated bubbles, a lot of them are popping because over the past 2 years, it's just been insane. So
Yeah, I mean,
seeing it come down like this, to me is healthy. Like this is good. This is great. This is a stable market. I don't know. Some people might not agree that crypto is a stable market, and a lot of them aren't. But for Bitcoin, these large ones like Bitcoin and Ethereum, I think we're all right. I think it's going to consolidate, get in when it's low. Just, don't throw so much money at it. Dollar cost average, if whatever you got, $100, $1,000 a month, whatever you can afford, put it into, this goes for all investing. If you're investing in stocks or crypto or bonds, whatever, just put a couple $100 a month, and over time, it's proven that will still make you money, even if you're buying in all these downtrends. So that's all I got to say, really.
For me, I personally think we aren't getting past this 52. 52 is going to be holding us.
Yeah.
If we do, we're definitely not breaking this high. What I think happened was so many people FOMO'd in, especially right here.
Oh, so many.
Thinking that, it's going to run to 100K, this and that. And everybody was saying 100K minimum.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I think this is the last exhaustion before we just dump. Because, I mean, really, the markup
How low do you think we're going to dump? Back down to like 10K?
Honestly, I could see 10K. Because, I mean, 16, let me get off the futures one. We went from 16,000 or 20,000 down to 3.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point.
So, I mean, where the hell is, let me get the future, or not future, all time. So, looking at log, just to make it easier. I think we are literally right here. Potentially right here, but reversed.
Could be.
And then what we're going to see is just all these long positions are just going to start getting liquidated. And then we're just going to head back into a sideways market. This is going to be the bear trend. This is going to be our sideways. And then this is going to be our markup before halvening. And halvening end up being, where was it? Back here, I believe.
Well, let me tell you, man, if it comes down to 10K, dude, I'm throwing all my money at it.
100%, dude, because then we're heading to
$100 for sure.
But again, just looking at the expansions of the market, we got 24 bar, 27 bar, 33 bar. So there's our progressive expansions on the pumps. We head from 11 to 24 to the low, then 28 to the low, and now here on our last high, it's 33. So our progressive moves and expansions of this market have happened, because each market cycle is going to get longer and longer, and the gains are going to get what look like smaller and smaller because we're heading in a logarithmic direction, essentially reverse exponential growth. Well, I guess exponential growth to a cap, but what I think is going to happen is we are probably going to head back to 10K.
Leadership over here, bro.
Oh, dude, fibs on log charts are weird. Because I'm looking at a logarithmic chart right now. It just looks weird. So we're seeing almost an 886 pullback each time. We're losing like 80% on the market each time. So if we take that to here, 80% lines us up with 13, 14K.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
it's got a long way to go, man. We'll see how it goes. But anything can happen, man, in crypto market. It's insane.
Honestly. Look, we got the sell.
Exactly. There you go. Well, man, it's been good. We covered a lot today. Pretty much everything from Forex, real estate. Can you cook in the bottom of your oven? All that stuff.
Yeah.
It was good, man. It was good talking to you. Where can people find you at now? Or I
They
guess
can
we'll just
find
leave that in the description.
Yeah, they'll be able to find me on Discord. As you outed me earlier, they'll then be able to find me on Instagram. I do have one up, Soldi Finance or Soldi Financial, forget which one.
Yep.
But essentially Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. But if you ever do want to contact me, I'm always in my Discord, always helping
Awesome.
people.
Perfect. Yep. And I also got a Discord open. It's basically just for investors like Scott and I, and probably yourself watching this, just to converse about anything really, real estate, NFT, stocks, crypto, Forex, everything. So we'll leave the links in the description below on where to contact us. And yeah, that's it for today, everybody. Thank you for watching. And it was a good one talking to you, Scott.
Always good, buddy.
All right, man. Well, I got to go do some stuff, feed the dog. You know how it is. And enjoy the rest of your night. All right.
Yeah, you too.
All right, bro. Take it easy. See ya. Bye.